Hello hatchlings, and welcome to my world. I believe the third episode of my world today. I have thought about when I can actually record all of these episodes a little bit better and they're not as jumpy, and obviously I think when you're starting out and you're just kind of first building everything, it's just a little all over the place. I don't really plan anything out too much. This is just kind of my own little world and what I kind of make of it, I guess. I think it would be interesting to kind of slowly, when I guess everything is a bit more fluid, maybe have some kind of morning routine. Because I know when I wake up in the morning, I have a set morning routine, and I thought it would be kind of funny if I implemented a kind of a morning routine in Minecraft, because I'm one of those people who really enjoys waking up, having a coffee, sitting down watching a video while I have my coffee, and that's my morning routine for the day. Not the most exciting morning routine, but it is still a morning routine and something that I do every day. Did you kill a sheep? I'm really glad that where I spawned, there's a lot of dogs that spawn, but at the same time they keep killing all of the sheep. Um, I kind of need the sheeps, Mr. Wolf. Um, at the same time, it does mean that I can get just a load of dogs, which will be wonderful. I think I should probably make a pen or something to keep the sheep in, because I don't want them attacked constantly. I want them kind of safe. I'm also sorry if I sound nasally. I'm still recovering from that really bad cold that I have. I think at one point I wanted to record a video because I tend to have set days and times that I will record a video. I wanted to record a video, but I was so sick. My throat was all congested. It was all blocked up. Didn't sound too wonderful. Obviously, I'm still quite sick, but it's in the recovery position where we've fought it, and now it's a little better. There are a lot of poppies here. I also noticed there are mushrooms. Did a wolf seriously kill another sheep there? Like, it's kind of good because I'm able to get food, but this is really sad. I feel so bad for the sheep. Oh my gosh. It just I feel bad for them. I do. Like the wolf's gotta eat, but like in Minecraft, I'm guessing just because of the way it's set up, they kill the sheep, but then like the wool and the meat is left out, so it's like they're killing them, but they're not like really eating them. So I guess that's why I feel bad in a sense, because they're being killed like for no reason. I wonder if at some point the um 4J Studio, sorry, I wonder if at one point 4J Studio will, like, I guess patch that up so it's just kind of the wool that drops when they get attacked by wolves. I don't know how easy that would be to do that, because I can see a lot of things making that quite difficult. I've never like built or modded anything in like games in particular, but I am curious to learn. So if you do know if it is quite difficult to do that, which I can only assume that it is, let me know, because I'm still learning. I'm still learning how to record and voiceover videos and everything like that. I also want to get a camera at some point so that I can actually record games properly. Just because I have some old school games that I want to record, and obviously they didn't have cameras on them, because that's not what they were used for. Like, I remember the most revolutionary thing in my time when it came out was the iToy camera, and that was like the closest thing you got to like actually like seeing your face and kind of recording and stuff like that. and now it's the Oculus and all of the VR games that have come out that have kind of taken that leap forward in video games. I'm sorry if I'm nerding out, it's just something that has always interested me, especially when I was little. There's a lot of good stuff in these caves, and I need to take a note of this because I need to come back here at some point. I can't see any iron, which is a little disappointing, but I am hoping to get some iron at some point, just because it is needed for everything, you know, get shears, sword, iron pickaxe, you know, all that stuff that's needed. Because that's just one of those things that is needed in Minecraft, is just to constantly keep upgrading everything. Especially if I want to go to the end and defeat the Ender Dragon, I need a lot of diamond armor, enchanted stuff, and that, all of that, takes a lot. I'm glad I'm finding a lot of coal, because especially when you're starting off in Minecraft, you need so much coal. And I remember being on the Ghost Isles and there was like hardly any coal. I was using wood to kind of as the energy resource, and that was very hard to do that. I think at some point I should do a Sky Island challenge, because I think that would be quite similar. I think when it comes to getting charcoal and stuff, it's going to take a long time to do with that, and stone as well. Because they're difficult, but I think difficult in the sense that they take a long time to kind of sit there and wait for everything to kind of happen. So, like, if you don't have any, I guess, patience and you want to get on with things and you want it to go quickly, that can make things difficult. I do not like you, Skelly. No, no shooting. This is what happens when you don't put torches anywhere to kind of light things up. Think, can I grab that without falling down? I'm like so scared I don't want to fall down. Is that a skelly or is that a creeper? Because I cannot tell. But I really don't want to go down if it's anything bad. I really can't see what is down here. It's very dark. Okay, so I just kind of looped back around to the first cave that I went into. The reason you haven't seen that particular part is just because a lot of it just didn't record, which sucks. It sucks when that happens, but I have a lot of technical difficulties when it comes to just recording on my PS4, which is why I'm saving up to get the camera. But there are a few other things that I'm saving up beforehand that are kind of more important than getting a DSLR camera. So I will be patient, and in the meantime, slowly work my way towards better quality videos, because I do understand that, you know, I want to make it look good, and I want to grow and learn how to do things properly and make it look nicer. I think as well with my music, I like kind of growing and making things sound better and everything. With everything that I've written now, it was all done on my phone. So for everything that kind of came out on my phone, I was like super stoked and super happy about it, how it turned out, because I couldn't have made that beforehand. Like, I couldn't have produced something like that without GarageBand on my phone, just because I tend to kind of travel a lot more. It's easier to do stuff on GarageBand on my phone. It just makes things a lot easier. So I'm super stoked about everything that I've done so far. So, as well as improving on my music, I want to improve on my recording ability and entertaining ability as well. as anyone would, honestly. Okay, it's morning and there is a little bit of a jump shift. The reason being is because in between everything I got rid of the layering of sand on the island, and when I started building part of the building for the storage unit, it obviously didn't record as per usual. That's fine. But I haven't done too much, so hopefully that is okay. Basically all it did, because of the way the island was set up, there was a layer of sand on top of that, and I kind of wanted it more flat, more ocean level. So all I did was I got wood, piled it up 4 high, and then I've gotten stone slabs, which I'm going to use to kind of decorate it all as well. If you're interested in building this yourself, there is no set way, there is no set design to kind of really build it or anything like that. There's no set layout. I've just kind of laid it out like this because it's an odd shaped island, and I know I'm going to need a very big space for all of my storage stuff, so I definitely have kind of just shaped it to make it a bit more bigger in that regard. There's no set layout, there's no set design. I just thought it would be interesting with the wood that's here and the stone slabs. There'd just be kind of something different. I'm sure in the future, at some point, a few years down the track, I'll probably look at the building and be like, wow, I build so differently in Minecraft now. I think even now, looking back at some of the stuff that I did when I had the free version on my little iPod when it came out, I definitely built a lot different than what I do now. I think because as you grow, you kind of develop new skills and new tastes, and you're like, well, this could go really well together instead, or I want to try and build something like this. I don't know. I do know, however, because I'm using the actual tree trunks rather than the planks of wood, that it is going to take a far longer time to get the amount needed. Definitely need a lot of wood for the chests, but I think the one that's going to take the most time to collect is the stone slabs, the stone bricks, because obviously you have to smelt the cobblestone, turns it into stone, and then you turn it into stone bricks, and that takes a lot of cobblestone and stone. Most definitely, like, it takes a lot. So I think for this particular building, it's going to be a big time waster, or not time waster I guess, but it's going to take up a lot more time just because of the sheer amount of cobblestone that I'm going to have to collect. But lucky for you guys, I'm going to do most of that off of camera, because I know that when you're just kind of collecting the same thing, smelting it is quite tedious, takes a lot of time, and I'm literally just going to be standing in front of the furnace, just kind of humming and twiddling my fingers, waiting for it all to kind of happen. So I feel like, because it's just a boring part, and I feel like a lot of you already know what's happening just because it's a console version, it's pretty straightforward, that you'll kind of know how to get stone bricks, but definitely one of those things that takes just a little bit more time when you're doing it. And I definitely need more food as well. half sarcasm. I think the wolves have kind of have gotten the most of the food for me by accident. I still want to make that kind of little tiny, I guess, shed, tiny house, tiny little cubby house, I guess you would call it. I don't know what to call it. I would call it a cubby house. I guess it's like small, it's got like tiny things inside it. So yeah, a cubby house. We'll call it a cubby house. I want to make a little cubby house where the spawn area is. Ooh, an egg. This is actually really good because I can get a cake. I can get another chicken if I really wanted to. Definitely can get another chicken if I really wanted to. That one is a bit temperamental in terms of what you might be able to get. Because you kind of have a low set chance if you get a chicken from an egg. Like, it's not too bad. The chances are slim, obviously, but it's not too bad. So having this area where all the animals are spawning and like even wolves and everything, and getting that egg is really good. Like once I have a farm going, eggs probably won't be as rare and exciting to get, but for right now they're extremely exciting to get, and that was awesome. Definitely glad I was able to get that, because I don't know, for some reason they're just like one of a kind finds, which is really awesome to me. I I don't know if anyone else feels that way, but it's that is how I feel. They're just one of a kind finds, which pretty cool in my opinion. I'm going to save that egg especially because if I can get enough iron and buckets, I could actually make a cake, and it could be the first cake in my world. So, that might be a bit of a special occasion to kind of have the very first, cake in my world, so once I have the iron for it, that might actually be really cool. This cave, I'm gonna save it, because that's actually, it looks like it's gonna be a good cave. There are a few other caves around in the area that actually look really good. So I, might end up going exploring, with them in the future. That seems like a good plan. Also, if you were wondering what I was doing, I was, collecting some more stone. Oh! I saw this hole, and I jumped into it anyway. Why did I do that? That kind of looks like another really good cave, like a good cave system. I don't know if it's just like one that loops back around. It's one that loops back around. That's okay. There are a few like holes in that mountain there. Um, so those should be really interesting to explore later on. This world seems massive, by the way. I think they like made it so it's so much bigger now. So this definitely looks really huge. I think there is a forest of some kind over here, I think. I don't know, there's definitely a not there's definitely a lot um that can be explored. I think this is a good spot to just kind of collect stone, I think. So what I'll do is I'll kind of collect it outside of the video, kind of smelt that down, and hopefully continue on with the storage space that we're currently building. Just because there's a lot more wood and stone I'm gonna have to gather for it. This forest looks really cool actually. I know it's a little bit dark to kind of see in through there, but it looks really cool. So might end up checking that out later at some point within a video. I think that'll be pretty cool. It's one of those dark oak forests, but I think what I'll do is I'll collect the stone outside of the video, some more wood, and then come back hopefully with the tools needed for everything. But hopefully you enjoyed this video. I really hope you did. That is a huge cave. Oh jeez, definitely gonna explore that later. That is massive. But I'm actually enjoying these series, and I think it'll be interesting having a long-term series because there's a lot to kind of plan ahead for, and that's going to be a thing for my organizational skills. But hopefully you enjoyed it, and if you did, waddle over to the like button to become a hatchling, because honestly, I'd really love to see you here as a support, and hopefully I'll see you in a wingspan in in the next video, usually within that that week. But thank you for watching, and I really do hope you enjoyed this. Leave your comments, your feedback, anything you like whatsoever. Alrighty, thank you. Bye!